Hey, in today's video, I just want to show you a quick time lapse that I did of a goblin's head. And the reason for this video, I really just want to inspire artists out there, especially new artists, to just be brave, jump into zBrush, even without reference, and just kind of freestyle, right? So in this case, I went to Lightbox and I just kind of grabbed this base mesh of the plane, right? Just the head planes. And then just using ClayBuildUp, you can just sketch and brainstorm and try things and just play, right? Just so many times when we try to learn, right, 3D, we always try to sometimes, stick so close to the references or be so precise and technical. A lot of times, as a new artist, it's really good to just jump in and just freestyle, to just draw, right? You just literally draw in 3D, and it doesn't even need to be really good. It doesn't need to come out, in any specific way where you're gonna actually end up using the sculpt. But I think the practice of doing this once in a while really does open kind of a different part of your brain that allows you to be a little more, spontaneous and a little more artsy, maybe that's the word. And so I just did that, and I just wanted to show you guys that it's actually a lot of fun. And a lot of times you'll just come up with things that are literally random and weird, and sometimes it's going to be terrible and sometimes it's going to be awesome, right? And it's not always going to be great, but it's definitely a lot of fun. So in this case, I was just doing a head of a, kind of like a goblin or a monster, right? And you can see right here, I split the model into two by just slicing it. And then the reason I split it into two is because I wanted to do the mouth cavity. And I just wanted to, I knew that if I split it into two, I can go until kind of do the bottom jaw and then do the top one and then just kind of merge them back together. So that's what you see me do here. Usually that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is just to, you can Boolean out a pocket of like a hole and then just work with that. But a lot of times you'll also see artists kind of splitting it into two halves, and that's a really cool workflow that you can do, and then you can just merge them, right? So they don't need to stay separate. For the tooth, I just brought in a cone and just kind of did like the classic, kind of a bend cone tooth. These kind of characters are definitely a blast, and a lot of times you can do something like this and then turn it into a full-on goblin with the body and big feet and huge hands and belly and all that. Or another thing you could do that's a lot of fun is that you could just take something like this where you just have a cool head all the way down to the neck and just insert it into like a robotic sci-fi outfit, right? Or some kind of like a sci-fi design, right? So that would totally work as well, because you could visualize like a kind of a chunky Overwatch style thick metal plates, all that stuff, even maybe spikes and stuff. With this would totally work, and I think it would look really awesome. So in this case, I didn't even take the character all the way. I didn't even end up painting it or texturing or anything like that. It's just literally a quick 3D sketch, 99% of the time, just using ClayBuildUp. For the ears, you can see I just made them kind of long and sharp. And the cool thing about ClayBuildUp is that you can quickly pile up clay, and then holding down the Alt key, you can quickly subtract the clay. And then using the Dynamesh, if you just do Control and drag, you can re-Dynamesh your mesh and just keep going, right? You don't even need to turn on Sculptures Pro, which you could. When I was doing the ears, I turned it on for a little bit. And then if you turn on Sculptures Pro, technically you don't even need to re-Dynamesh, because you could just just kind of dynamically re-Dynamesh as you sculpt. Now, as you're watching this video, you will see that I'm continuously going back and forth between turning on the perspective view and then turning it off, right? That's something that I like to do all the time, just to see the angle of the model from various perspectives. By the way, if you like this screenshot of the monster that I have right there, that's actually, I just took the OBJ file and brought it into Blender, and that's the cavity setting. So you can see how all the clay can be seen really well with all the detail. It's just something that I like to do. Next, I grabbed the earring, and for the earrings I just inserted a ring, and I knew that I'm gonna you know, change the shape of it, so I wasn't really concerned about topology or anything like that. I just kind of stuck it into the ear, and then I was playing around with a couple different ideas of what the shape might look like. I definitely didn't like the triangle. That would look really strange. Honestly, even this right here I think would be kind of a fun printout, like a 3D printout that you could just then put it on your desk and maybe paint it. Right there you could see me, I just merged all the pieces, all the different elements and parts, and just used the move brush to change the shape, the overall shape of the head, right? So that's even after you sculpt, you can go ahead and do that. I hope you enjoy this. Again, my intention with this video is not to create something fabulous. It's just really to inspire you guys to jump in and be brave and just start taking risks and creating and brainstorming, and not even using references. Just literally see what comes out. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in our next one.